Sure. Where are my slippers? Wait, where are? Oh, there. Yeah, Darth Bane trilogy is unironically really good. Let's see. Darth Bane trilogy. Although personally, I found the first book is the best. I think because it spends the most time exploring ideas. I really like the third book. Second book kind of drags in places, if I remember correctly. Um, Plagueis novels very good, and Revenge of the Sith novelization is extremely good. And of course, the Thrawn trilogies are always really nice. Seems like there's one more thing. Can't remember off the top of my head. Yep, those are my recommendations. Vacation highlights, not yet. That'll be a video. Also, welcome, dear. Mm. Oh, this is the pineapple one. Yeah, this is coconut pineapple water. Mm. It's not amazing, but yeah, it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna try to just get into it today. And this needs to go over here. There. And I don't want to adjust the volume just yet. But I will go over here. There, okay. Kitty cat mode, initiate. Video game mode also, initiate. Oh, how's everyone today? All you Europeans getting in from work or whatever it is that you're doing? Got a message. Hmm. He just played the demo of FF16. What was it people were complaining about? Oh yeah, people were complaining about 16 being like too much of an action game, I think. Like it doesn't actually play like a Final Fantasy, I think. I remember asking on Twitter and some people accused me of like pretending to not know more in an effort to discredit Final Fantasy or something. I'm not really sure, but I legitimately don't really know anything about it. Okay. Go back there. Take cart volume up to 80% today. Well, 100%. 100%. Right. There we go. Now, what the fuck was I doing? I've actually made several characters. I haven't started on Gath yet. Walker is my quality build, I think. Yeah, strength agility 50. And Kira was going to be... Kira was going to be my quality spellcaster, so Radiance and Inferno. I just haven't gotten her where she needs to get yet. Gath is going to be my strength character. So I hope to look badass one day. And I can't remember what I was doing with my actual character. It's originally... Ah, yeah, the hat. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I ended in Calrath, didn't I? Yeah, he was going to be a quality character, but then I realized how limiting the build options are in Lords of the Fallen, so I decided to make him Radiant Strength. Which is fine, I guess. Yeah, okay. You know, the funny thing is, I still haven't lit any of the, like, I haven't converted any of the sky beams yet. Because I didn't want to ruin the possibility of doing one ending or the other. I got a specialness. Okay. Also want to turn off... Oh. Goodness. Also want to... Come on. There we go. I want to turn off multiplayer for the time being. I don't want to be bothered just yet. Back here. Oh yeah, I redressed myself. I'm using hammer. Also, I hope the game runs okay. I noticed that Lords of the Fallen has been getting a lot of updates lately. So for all I know, it could actually be running much worse than it used to. It was doing more or less okay. We were having a discussion in Discord earlier today about the fact that this game is actually on sale right now, which part of it is, you know, Black Friday. But also, typically a game like this wouldn't be on sale yet. Which I took to mean that... I was looking at Steam charts. Liza P, for example, has more concurrent players by like two times. Like this typically has around 2,500 people playing. Liza P, I think, usually has around like 5,000 or a little bit over 5,000. But fewer people were playing, like, you know, the maximum number of people that have been playing at one time. That is much lower in Liza P. So a lot more people seem to have bought Lords of the Fallen originally, but they fell off of it. And I think part of that may be because the performance on PC is so bad. Because even for me now, you can tell that it's kind of... it stutters and lags, and it has a hard time keeping up with everything. Which is a pretty typical problem with Unreal Engine games. So, yeah. I'm not bothered too much by it because I had a lifetime of being raised in shitty environments. This is the one that I was. This is the one I was. I was, and then I wasn't. Until I did. Oh, do I have a... yeah, I do have a... I do have a BG3 background, don't I? Wait, do I even have a game capture game frame? This is game frame, isn't it? No, it's not. This is the game Splash. Do I have a Lords of the Fallen one? You know, I don't. Let's fix that problem, shall we? To be fair, it's going to look almost exactly the same. Tools, size, large. Only the biggest for daddy. Let's see. What's the one? Yeah, that'll do. Whatever. I mean, it's almost... you can't see the damn thing, but, you know, it's almost the same thing. LOTF. Close that. Go over to Dream. LOTF. Ta-da. Well, not quite ta-da. There we go. Ta-da. There we go. Your own personalized Lords of the Fallen thing. Look how impactful that is, I guess. Actually, that kind of looks like shit. Now, what's going on with this? Firefox, when I tell you to do something, please do it. Why is there like a... why is there like a frame... oh, because that's actually on my... it's like my divider. Yeah, I forgot about that. What's it doing over there? Little divider? What are you doing? Shouldn't you be like over in another direction? I don't remember you being over there. Shouldn't you... no, I guess that is where I planned for it to be, because that's Well, whatever. I don't understand. Yeah, the one big L bothers me. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Let's get a smaller L. L. Big. What was the theme song to Big O? It's just like a guy just saying Big O over and over again, wasn't it? I don't recall it actually having many lyrics. How about this? There we go. Alright, that's a little bit better. Low. And low. The problem was fixed. The low. The low. I love that, actually. Okay. Hope you guys enjoy my playthrough of the low. The LO. It makes it sound like it's a cop show. Here at the LO, we solve the biggest crimes. We have the biggest tits. Only on HBO. The low. Okay. Yeah, this what's very strange about Lords of the Fallen getting so many updates is normally it takes a while to push things, especially on console, through for approval as updates. You can't just release them whenever you want to. So I'm not sure how they're being handled on console, unless they're just so backlogged with updates that they've just been in the pipeline for forever. I don't know. And I also don't care, to be fair. Yeah, to be quite, I don't give a shit. Alright. Now, what the hell were we doing? I got that letter. I don't think I've gotten this letter yet. No. This letter is not done. Okay, so I have a vague understanding of what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. What was that noise? Also, what is the... It's been a while since I've streamed this, so I'm not sure what the audio balancing and everything is like. It could be too loud. I don't know. We sell the biggest crimes and do the biggest times. Santa Claus. What spells do I have? God, the game feels like it runs like shit now. Player, Radiant Weapon. I haven't been using Radiant Weapon, to be fair. Do we even have anything? I probably should be using my spells more often. I mean, I've had basically 50 Radiants. Oh, they're different. Huh. Wonder which one of these... You know, I'll try both of them. Heals myself. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll keep that there. Good old holy farmer. That's me. The holiest farmer of all. So I farm holes whenever you think about it. This is the thing I'm most concerned about. Farming holes. If there's a hole to be found, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna plant my seed deep inside. That's my job. Ow. Ooh. He just kind of atomized, didn't he? Stronger than I recall. Okay. I can't remember if I've done this yet. I do remember hating it, though. One of the things about this game is I've done so many... like, side hustles... that I can't quite remember what I've done and haven't done.
I can't go back down there.
I can't?
I just can't. It's not the darkness or the hazards. It's the things the darkness shows you. Whispers to you. I close my eyes at night, and every time it's like I'm back down in the mine. Like I'm trapped, and I'll never escape, and I can't breathe, and there's something looming over me. Over the whole world. I feel
he's
like
talking
I'm
to someone.
losing my mind.
Also, I'll say it again. This idea that they had of putting the memory things inside of April was a really bad idea. Because it means that enemies are constantly spawning and trying to attack you while you're trying to listen to their lore. That was a stupid idea. They should not have done that. Okay, if I remember, there are... two different paths I can take here. There's some assholes down there. I can go down this way. Or I can go this way. And it seems like this way is the way that you actually take to get forward, I think. Or I could just be making things up, which I usually am. This one makes you look like a lore expert. Ow. Just make the shit up. The listener doesn't know any better. You just lie. That's how you make the big bucks. Ooh, 592. Almost as good. 482. 650. Pretty good amount of damage. Oh, hello. What the fuck? Where'd you come from? Oh. God, the game really is, like, not performing the way it should be. Yeah, you're a fucker. So strong and handsome, talented. The world will know. Okay, this is what I was concerned about. This naughty little rapscallion. Because I'm not actually very good at fighting these things, because I haven't really tried to too much. Right down the road. First, though. No. No. This right here. No. No. This. Yeah, there you go. Oh, also, I think they added an update where they changed how targeting works. Although, it doesn't seem like it's working as well as it could. I remember complaining that they needed to make it work so that it functioned mainly based on where you're looking with the camera as opposed to what direction your character was looking. And the update said that they changed that. So, it does sort of seem to be working. Yes, okay, it is working that way. So in theory, it should be less annoying now. Glad that they actually changed that. Before I start trying to muck around with him, I'm going to lay down pipe. I shouldn't say it that way. No. Down here. Yeah, I'll hold off on that. I think it's up here. Yeah, here we go. This music in the background sort of sounds like Resident Evil 4 music in a way. Okay. This is where I want my little home base to be, in this little hidey hole. I imagine most of you guys are not teenagers. You shouldn't be. This is Twitch after all. So I'll ask you, now that you are older, do little hidey holes still feel like comfortable to you? Like as kids, we typically like finding like little places to squirrel ourselves away. Haha, this is my place. No one knows about it. And it feels good? Still like them? What is that noise? Oh, it's a guy way up there. Okay. Care about you. Come on. Alright. Now let's try to get rid of this nice man. There we go. That's what I wanted. See, ooh, that's a pretty good amount. Pretty good. Oh, no, wrong one. Aw, he closed up. He closed shop. Yeah, the game doesn't quite run as amazingly as it should be running. How people are obsessed with Unreal. It's not good for everything. Alright, umbral vertebrae, vestige seed, very nice. What was over here? Oh, simple firework. They're really obsessed with placing random fireworks in places, I've noticed. Then this is the last thing here. Ah, Tessera's axe. I can't remember what this is good for. I do remember looking at it on the wiki, though. So that's where that is. We can take a look at it here in a second. And I say in a second because it's very hard to look at things in this game without being attacked. Because of their brilliant system of having you be attacked non-stop. Okay. And you can't look at things in there. If I remember correctly, you can only look at them here. Tessera's axe. An axe once carried by the mercenary Tessera. How lovely. Lovely. Seeking to atone for a life of sinful butchery, the mercenary Tessera. Is that the lady that we ran into? I think that was the one that was, like, trapped and she was made of stone. Because she wore a naughty necklace. Mercenary Tessera decided to join the Hallowed Sentinels, and offered to prove her devotion by undergoing a rare and brutal Orion ritual, on which, despite her tremendous fortitude, ended with her agonized incineration. I guess that wasn't her. Okay, I guess... she decided to agree to some priests, like, yeah, I'll do that thing, and she burned alive. Alright. That's a cool story, I guess. The lore of this game kind of is up and down. You think it wouldn't be so difficult, but it actually is kind of hard to make interesting, captivating lore of a game like this. You think it would be as simple as trying to allude to, like, do the Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3 technique and just making things as obscure as possible? And then just assuming, well, so mysterious people will care. Not necessarily. Bloodborne does a fairly okay job at it, but the problem with Bloodborne I always found was it's dehumanized, so there's not much about it that you really care about. It is, like, mildly interesting, but, you know, there's only so many gods that you can discover, and, you know, once you get to god number 5 or 6, you're like, okay, oh, alright, I get it. Here's another one. Okay, first, I remember there's a horrid witch up here who does not care for my company. I can hear her. Yep, there she goes. And I got stuck against a wall or something. Oh, where'd you come from? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, puppy dog got me, I guess. Oh, did you think you were done, mister? Okay. There she is. Ow. Damn. It is pretty effective. And it doesn't use up too much MP. I think that's a pretty good spell. Alright. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Unity is a really good engine, but it's just unfortunate that the people behind it are apparently monsters. It's kind of how it goes, though. If something becomes a little too good for its own good and it starts making lots and lots of money, it attracts the wrong kind of people, and then it becomes evil. What is this? Oh, serrated staff. Also, speaking of hidey holes, something about this is, like, very peaceful. Nothing could ever harm me in here. Even though it's like a dank little nasty hole. It's my dank little nasty hole. Where's serrated staff? Here we are. A royal guard staff topped with a serrated blade. Cool. This is another problem with the lore of this game. You have to have specific stats to be able to read any of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the... It's something I think about from time to time is how Lost specifically is a good case study of this. Where, watching it, it's very interesting because where's it gonna go? But retroactively, once you know what the answers are, it has no value whatsoever, like even on rewatch, because you know that there's no substance to any of it. Come on, fucker. Oh, fucker. Asshole. Oh. Oh, you dropped nothing? Oh, there you go. Alright, and this is a little secret hidey away. Where you're meant to do this. I think I've said it the last 2 times I've streamed this game. I hate the umbral system. The whole going into the alternate world thing, it really bothers me. It's just such a nuisance. Game could be running better. What if I could... Graphics. It's all on medium. Odd. Just pull the textures down. They usually... helps a bit. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I'm not losing quite as many frames, I feel like. Hello. What's up here? Purifying bomb. Whatever. Not too interesting. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Oh, here's where the ladder is. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the point of hiding lore behind the stats is. Maybe it's some fruitless attempt to try to make the game seem more mysterious. I don't really know. How do I get over there? No, that's normal. Do I jump? Do I land? Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, but here I am. Do I come in from the other side? How do I get to that? Right above it. I must have to go in from there, wherever that is. So how do I get over to that? Maybe if I'm... What the hell? I'm catching fire somehow. Not sure how that was happening. Just because I was remotely near the door, I guess. But yeah, in terms of making the universe seem mysterious and interesting, I feel like there needs to be something that you can project onto it. There needs to be something you can actually project onto it. It's not enough to just talk about how so-and-so happened at so-and-so time. Because then you're just reading off from a history book. Damn it. Jump. Fucker. I'm losing a lot of frames, which is not helping my ability to jump. Let's just go all the way up. There might be a way to drop down from here. But yeah, if all you're doing is just... I bet... Yeah, I was about to say I bet I'm gonna get ambushed because this is Lords of Fallen. Hit C. Hit C. Yeah, I forgot I was playing Lords of the Fallen for a split second. So anytime you see a guy, there's just gonna be like 2 or 3 other guys standing right beside him. Out of view. Okay, yeah, this looks like what I was supposed to do. I kind of wanted it to do it the other way, just because I'm hard-headed, though. Also, hello. Can I just pluck you? If not. Can I... What am I supposed to do here? Actually, let me get my hand. Well, I don't use up anything. No? Okay, interesting. Can I just... Okay. I didn't get a prompt for it, I just mashed the button until it worked. Alright. Alright, Lords of the Fallen. Doing good work as always. Okay, now what is this that is so mysterious? A split crossbow, okay. Whatever. Actually, I think that is supposed to be good. Yes, hold on. Notice the targeting, there we go. Targeting is still having problems. It seems like if you're not directly looking at the enemy, it won't target them. So, they fixed one problem, then created another problem. Okay, what was I trying to fucking say? I'm really out of sorts today. Oh yeah, I can regenerate mana. That is true. Okay. That's why I have small clothes. Okay. Yes. When designing your lore, you can't just erase history and expect people to care. Like, why do people care about stories at all? Because they get attached to the characters, right? And I feel like that's something that Dark Souls 1 did have in spades. Like, take Laurentius or Solaire are good examples. Even a character like Lautrec, for example. Now, who cares about Lautrec? But the fact that he's so comical means he's very engaging. And Laurentius, he's very warm and personable. And Solaire is very encouraging and helpful. And you want those people to succeed. So whenever you run into lore that's centered around, you know, like the church or something, you don't care. But whenever you run around and find lore that's associated with something that they're into, like pyromancy, for example, then it's more interesting because you're now grounded in something that you found to be personally connected. And I think that is the secret to designing a good lore experience. It is not enough to just erase things and expect people to give a shit, because they're not going to. It has to be, and it's not even that it needs to be mysterious, because there's lots of things that are in Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne that are mysterious, but, you know, no one cares. It's whether you personally care about it. Also, I can see you, motherfucker. Something satisfying about that. And I think this goes all the way up. Hurt you. See, this is why it's important to have good sound. I heard that guy coming up behind me. Oh, isn't it? Damn it. There we go. I was just wanting to do that for fun. I didn't expect him to start doing gun katas right in front of my face. Yeah, the memories also don't really matter. Like, think of... I guess I'd call them tape recorders. Or diary entries. Because they're in games everywhere. That's a very common way to try to... Gosh, I'm so off today. Oh. It's a very common way to try to create like a lore experience or storytelling in a game where you don't have to... in a way that you don't have to, like, make something. You don't have to have a cutscene. They've been doing that for years and years. Just find a diary entry. Like, you press play on the tape recorder and it plays back someone getting murdered or something. And you don't actually have to design a cutscene around it. And that's just all this is on this game, too. Ooh, Fallen Lord's sword. What is that? But personally, I've never found those two engaging either. That's a sword, we are Lord. Okay, it's an evil sword. Fascinating, fascinating. More lore hidden. More lore hidden behind description or stat lines. Fascinating, fascinating. To me, the value in Lords of the Fallen has been just playing it. Not really the, hello. Not really the lore associated with it. I can't say that I'm terribly engaged with it. Right. I can hear them hatching. I've joked in the past about how goon eggs will start hatching to spawn more enemies. They're literally goon eggs in this game. Although I guess the term goon has taken on new meaning in the past year, hasn't it? Don't do that. Video games spawning in enemies right at the ladder, so you get hit as you come down. What an asshole thing to do. Okay. And this, I think, is the dead end. Yeah, because this goes all the way back to the beginning. Okay, so the only thing we have left to do is this. So I will probably rest before I try doing this. I do love killing those things with these. Because even though it's been 2 weeks, I still vividly remember how much I hate them. Oh yeah, I forgot that this was here. There's an important chest in here. Lava Burst. So a new spell that I can't use. Hello, guys. It's good to see you too. Oh, I don't care about the Church of Latter-day Saints. It's fine. Okay. How many of these do I have? I have 5. I have more than enough. So if you've ever gotten tired of climbing that ladder and going through the path and so on, you can just do it here. It's not a big deal, but you know. Okay, that's the path forward. So I will rest before we continue. How have you guys been doing? Because I can tell I'm still like jet lagged and shit. Not even really jet lagged, I'm just kind of tired. And not really... Honestly, I'm in a drawing mood, I think. Today I probably should have drawn instead of tried to play this game. Because I'm... Then again, I don't know. Not many people would care about me drawing. But not many people care about me rambling either. Then again... Still alive. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel most of the time. How many of you guys are getting off work just now? Because I imagine most of the people that are showing up around now are probably European, if I had to guess. What are my thoughts on learning or using AI to draw? I found that most artists are just vehemently anti-AI. I'm actually not. My opinion of it basically is... I think I've described this already. Asshole. Oh, you bitch. My opinion of it is basically that I look at it the same way as photography whenever it was invented. Not that I have first-hand experience, but... prior to photography, people wanted primarily to just... If they wanted to depict someone accurately, they would have to use a painting. They would actually have to do it by hand. And as a result, there was way more of an industry around painting, and way more of an obsession over realism. Whenever photography was invented, that kind of went away, because there was no longer an imperative to be as realistic as possible. Hello. And because there was less of a reason to be as realistic as possible, new things like modern graphic design were invented. Yeah. Hello. And like postmodern stuff Why is this here? It's like a beginning. This is starter weapon. Yeah. Gosh, I'm so out of it right now. Yeah, like postmodern things were invented. So society advanced as a result. So I kind of view AI in a very similar way. That it's just another form of technology that sort of invalidates something that we were already doing, but not every aspect of it. Because an AI can sort of, like for current versions of it, I'm sure eventually, like 100 years from now, there will be AI that are so advanced it's almost like talking to a human. So they can do things perfectly, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Or you can like present them with like a sketch and it'll finish it or something. And here, by the way, you notice there's no way to advance again without going into Umbral, which is just my favorite. So... Oh... These things. I'm actually here a little bit later than I should be in terms of levels, so those things are supposed to be way more annoying. But yeah, I don't really see them as being like a heinous use or anything like that. I don't care. I really don't care. If people want to use AI, like I know Scholargrim has gotten in trouble lately because he thinks he's an artist now, because he tells an AI to do something and it makes these really atrocious looking pieces of quote-unquote artwork that do look like they were made by someone because they're AI, but they still look like shit. And he doesn't really understand what he's doing. Because he's, you know, he's not actually doing anything. But he's still referring to himself as an artist, which is ridiculous. Yeah, stuff like that's happening. It doesn't really bother me too much, though. I feel like there's so much blowback from actual artists whenever things like that happen that it's not really impactful on the culture, I guess you'd say. I don't know. Ring of Nourishment. Hello. It looks just like this one, actually. I guess these are supposed to be upside-down teeth. Ring feature. Yeah, Vein Tooth. Regain mana upon striking an enemy. This one's probably health. Regain health upon killing it. Yep, okay. That's nice. Probably not too useful, though. This would probably be most useful in something like a Twin Dagger build. That way you're getting lots and lots of hits. Which I do not use. And we're back here. Yeah. So the people that are like that, I don't know, I kind of just ignore them. Nothing satisfying about killing a sorcerer with magic. Because they think they're such hot business. They think they're such saucy numbers. Okay, is there really nothing else over here? I guess not. This area was actually much smaller than I thought it was. Whoops. Something I have gotten annoyed with joining people and jolly cooperation in this particular area is that there is a place right here where you can put your little temporary bonfire and people never want to use it. So I've had to bring people in, they die to this boss that's coming up, then we'll have to do a huge run back just because they're very stubborn and they won't use this. And I'll even show it to them. Here, look, right here. I'll point my a lantern right at it. Look, look, you can do a thing here. And eventually I can even see them register, oh, I can. And they'll just completely ignore it. Kind of annoying. My old pet peeve. Once we get up to 50 on holy goodness, then we'll be done with this character. But this particular boss is a little bit weird. Oh wait, what am I doing? I should just go ahead and rest. Because he's a big man, and he does big damage. And it seems like if you don't have a ranged option, it is exceedingly difficult to deal with him. You know what my problem is right now? My problem... This is a streamer problem, I guess. Or just a person problem. Do you ever get into work, whatever your work is? And of course no one wants to go into work. This depends on the nature of what your job is. For me, I have to talk. Right now, I don't want to talk. I don't know if this is a spectrum thing or not. It probably isn't. This is too common of an issue. To me, I just want to, like, stare forward. Even if I'm building a chair or something, if I'm doing something physical, whatever. This kind of work I would want to do right now. As opposed to trying to be entertaining. Because right now, I'm just like, ugh. That's how I feel right now. You guys get like that? Sometimes you have the opposite problem, where you don't want to do anything physical, you just want to talk to the other person. Human beings are so weird. Which includes me. Mostly. Oh, yeah, sorry, but AI art, yeah, just... It doesn't bother me. I just see it as being a new technology, and I know that people will adapt to it. Just like how there used to be people that did nothing but realism. Like, take vinyl records, for example. You think vinyl records should be dead. And they were for a while. And then people just started buying them out of the novelty of doing it. Same thing with realism paintings. There's no reason to have realism painting anymore. But people still do it because it's a novelty. And in the future, I'm sure it'll be, in the far future, like right now, AI art exists, but you can always see that it's AI art because it's a little bit lifeless and it doesn't know what fingers are. And you can tell that it's kind of the exact same drawing over and over again. It'll get better, to the point where it's sort of unrecognizable, and it might even be able to imitate styles like mine, which are more unorthodox looking. But the novelty of it being done by a human that can actually add little minor touches and make it more humanized will definitely still be a thing, although the marketing range for it will be less. Or take, like, cars, for example. Once cars were invented, what happened to the horse industry? The horse industry used to be massive. Because you had to do everything with horses. If you wanted to go somewhere, use a horse. If you wanted to transport something, use a horse. There had to be people that dealt with the medical care of horses. There had to be people that dealt with the foot care of horses, and just all sorts of crazy things. But once cars became a thing, new jobs popped up that involved cars, and the horse industry basically died in the space of like 2 decades. And the number of horses in the world just plummeted to nearly nothing comparatively to what it used to be. And the same thing happens anytime a new technology gets invented. So, especially with AI art, one, I'm sort of a little mini-futurist in that I really like the idea of new technologies advancing and, you know, propagating new ideas, new avenues of advancement, and so on. I'm very much so in the opinion that you should be adapting, which is hard to do, especially when technology is moving so quickly. But I'm not going to, like, drag my feet and scream at the new thing that I don't understand. AI is fine. I like AI. AI art, for the most part, I like. It presents problems, but it also has solutions that people aren't willing to explore, and it creates new problems that I frankly also get tired of seeing. So it's just a mixed bag. There's a lot of gray area for it, as far as I'm concerned. So it doesn't bother me too much. Anyways, let's fight this giant dung beetle. It really does look like just... You can tell that it has legs, but it really does look like a quivering ass. Like someone that has needed to take a dump for a long time, and it's been just sitting so long it's turned into lava. Oh yeah, especially in the mornings. Especially in the mornings, I don't want to do anything. Whenever I was with Maria, I had to make it clear to her, once I wake up, I'm totally worthless for like an hour. It doesn't matter if I'm conscious. If I'm made to get up out of bed and start doing things, then I'm going to be useless for the rest of the day. I basically have to just stay in bed and just stare up at the ceiling and be semi-conscious for a while. And then once I get past that, I'm very good for the rest of the day. I just need that like little charge window. It's... I don't care for it. It's not like something I take pride in. But oh boy, it's rough. Yeah, that's another part of it. Like, one of my big things is that I want to be liked, because that's kind of buried into how I was raised and so on. I gotta go into it. So whenever I'm doing a bad job streaming and I'm not being engaging in some way, then that bothers the hell out of me. So whenever I'm streaming and I find myself not talking, ooh, this is like the worst feeling in the world to me. Hate it. That said, let's watch me silently rage to dying to this boss. This is also the nice thing about watching a cutscene. You don't have to talk. Is he playing with you? Oh, I love you, Sarah. I love you. That really does look like what he's doing. Like he's playing with dollies. But then he gets tired of playing with the dolls and eats them? Oh, no, he's throwing them in a pile? Hello. He does have sort of this what's up face. You cool? Oh, well that's an interesting hitbox. That's it. Okay, looks like I'm not going to get away with that. Ooh. Okay, so there will be no walking around. It looks like you absolutely have to dodge. Oh, get out of the way of that. Hot lava, hot lava. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This boss, you kind of absolutely need to have ranged options. If you don't, I'm not really sure what exactly you're supposed to do. He does kind of come over here and wallop the ground from time to time. And this does a lot of damage. Whoa. And he does this, which is a super cool move. I love the sound, too. It's like he's setting off a bomb. Very cool. I like that attack. Honestly, this boss kind of reminds me of like a Demon Souls boss. Whoa. No, none of that. You've already done it once. What the hell? Acid. Okay. Giant eyeball. Spurn progeny flesh. Spurn progeny. So it used to be the baby of someone. It's down here. Hello. Oh, smite salts. Nothing particularly useful. Okay, is there anything else around here that I need to know about? Can I destroy these? I can. Okay. Horse. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what went down here. Maybe the eyeball will have lore. Although knowing this game, probably not. There it is. The eyeball of a Rogar giant. Increase Inferno to gain further insight. You know, if I ever actually did like a channel playthrough of this game, it would have to be an Umbral build. Like it absolutely would have to be. There's no way of doing this otherwise. I would have to, like, have the wiki open, and I would have to look up every single item as I got it. Don't do that in your game. I know it seemed like a really cute idea to whoever the designer was. Like, we'll make it so there's even more information as you unlock it, like it's a mystery. It's not. It's kind of just annoying. And that also ensures that people can't get invested in the mystery of whatever your plot is when they don't know about it. Okay, now what's going on here? Maybe this is the mystery.
The music on the horizon. Perhaps that's what will fill the holes in the world. I'll dance in its wake, pluck it from the air and bring it home. It's not so far away. Not so far at all.
Up there? Remembrance of a Sperm Project. That looks like an umbilical cord. We getting Bloodborne up in here? It might actually be not a key item. It could be like a... be like a weird, like casting item or something. Like a catalyst. It's not down here, is it? Not like a whip or something? Huh? Wait. I didn't go all the way down. Little armor. There's a big finger, whatever that is. Hard finger. Right. All this shit. Okay, is it around? Here it is. Here it is. Yes. Okay. A piece of some kind of fleshy cord. Cool. Cool. Gives us a lot to talk about. Thank you, Lords of the Fallen, again. Appreciate it. Appreciate the robust world that you're hand-feeding me to talk about. Very cool. Well, anyways, we're here. But the memory did look like there was a screaming baby, but that thing that we just fought was much smaller, and it was behind her. So, I guess maybe she made a demon baby and then left? I don't know. Is the game bad? No. No, it missteps a lot in places. Which is not the same thing. Like, the game is much better to play than it is to try to analyze. The game is not really worth analyzing. It's not a Dark Souls 1. It's like people that were asking me to play Dark Souls 2. Because the value of Dark Souls 1 was that I could walk to places, look at the environment, and go, oh, this means this, and this means this. Because the art team actually thought about that shit. Like the infamous me talking about bricks thing is because the bricks actually meant something. Like it was just a pile of bricks. And I got really excited about it because they told the story and it was voluntary. It was intentional. This game, not so much. And an advertisement is playing. So I'll just concentrate on collecting my pretty colors. Oh, you fucker. Doing a combo. Who combos the air? What an asshole. Why do they do this? This is one of those flower beds where you can put a temporary bonfire, but there was one that was just there. And there's nothing between these two spaces but, like, those two little guys. Is it really worth the bother? I don't know, their decision-making can be so weird sometimes. So there's one here. Yep. Ass. I do like the look of the area. Something I don't know how to communicate correctly. Like, recently I went to Wales. I went to the UK. And I'm not suggesting this looks like the UK. It doesn't look that bad. But the buildings over there are constructed with a much different sensibility than American homes are. American buildings and homes are very boring. They're just boxes. There's nothing to them. They don't really look like things that were made for humans to live in. They're just thing. It's just a container. Whenever you get inside, there's nothing really interesting inside of those either. Whereas the UK, the problem was that most of the buildings kind of look the same, but whenever you get inside, they're very heavily personalized. And they look sort of lived in. Like the stairs are at weird little angles, and things are placed in very peculiar ways, and there's often like one or two weird little structures that are unique to that house in particular. Just, you know, stuff like that. So looking around, it feels like anytime you see buildings like this in a video game, it really feels to me like it was made by an American or like a Japanese developer maybe. Because the way that the buildings look to our eyes is very unusual. But in reality, they kind of just look like buildings. Although I guess even people from the UK or whatever probably would look at them and go, they're kind of weird. So maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about, which is very, very likely. Also, I knew you were there. Also, fuck your little... Oh, motherfucker, get out of here. I don't have any business being here. Where's that little... Oh, whenever you kill them, whenever they have the little orbs, it seems to not matter. Okay. Hello. Hello, little caster boy. You know what I can't wait to play whenever it comes out? It's going to be next year. But Dragon's Dogma 2. I really want to play that. It has such a different feeling to it, or the first one did. And part of that is just how wonky the game actually was. Oh, there is stuff behind there. How do I get over there? How do I get over? Wait. Can I go? Ooh, I can go through here. There you go. There's a Dark Souls moment. Hello. Wow. This totally overpowered him. Scornful effigy. Naughty effigy. I'm like usually tired. Where is Scornful effigy? Yeah, I remember... Where the hell is it? What was it? I remember whenever, I was doing the LP. There it is. Oh, it actually has a full item description. I remember when I was doing the LP, there would be some days where I set up to do a recording, and I would actually get, like, 15 minutes in, and I would realize that I was so tired and just so completely off my game that I just stopped. Like, I just gave up and decided, I've got to do it tomorrow. Like, there's no way that I can do this. Today is such a day. Today is a day where I'm just clocked out. Like, I'm just so tired. Not even, like, sleepy tired, just, like, in a state of needing to be at rest. Scornful effigy. Reduce maximum health, but deal additional damage. Oh, it's one of these. When faced with former comrades, twisted into the monstrous mockeries which are the Rogar proselytes, a few hollowed sentinels despair and question the cleric's inaction, although most are simply spurred into even greater righteous violence. Okay. I like how he has like a little scarecrow face. It's pretty cute. I can't say that I care about the lore, but that is pretty cute. Every so often I'll look over and I'll see the low above my head, and I kind of inwardly giggle a bit. And the low. Can I get out that way? Wait, how do I get out? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I never even knew that was there. I guided a bunch of people through this area, and I never knew that that was the thing. Probably doesn't matter too much. There's only one item in there, and most people won't use it. This, however, Old Mornstead Large Sword. Let me look at that first. It probably also has nothing important. Oh. A large, well-worn sword forged in Mornstead. Mornstead took pride in the martial aspect of its heritage, the kingdom having fought and won numerous battles and wars throughout its long history, unaware that its doom would eventually arrive not out of the battlefield, but rather within its own walls. Okay. That is... Oh. That is mildly lore-related. In a way that is sort of interesting, I think. Because if I remember, the dude with the skeletal hand is from Mornstead. I think. Also, hello, fucker. Tell you what. A good way of attracting enemies from like around corners and shit. Bring out your lantern. I can hear something walking. What is that? It must be down there on the right-hand side. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fucker. See, if you're someone like me, this game is not as much of a big deal. Because you do shit like this. Where you're very patient. Not because you're going out of your way to be patient, but just because you're a weirdo. Hello. Oh, I like killed that other guy in one hit accidentally. Hey, fucker. Love killing these things without taking any damage. It's very satisfying, considering how much of a cheap bastard they are. Okay. And because this is the Lords of the Fallen area, I feel like there's going to be like one or two enemies that will pop up to attack us somewhere else. Oh. Oh, this is where this is. No, I never knew that there was a thing up there. How the... Oh, hello. How did you get up there? Ow! Who did that? Where did they? Oh, you, fucker. Little fucking dipshit. I'm the one that snipes across the map. Yeah, how the hell do you get over there? Oh, this is how you... Oh my god. I don't know about that. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'll run ahead, plant my seed elsewhere, establish a forward operating base, and then move on from there. If I remember correctly, there is... Yeah. Come on. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. And one less little man. Yeah. I've seen a lot of hosts die in this one spot. Because they get... Oh. Because they get a little bit too adventurous. Mimic. Pledge to a deer. Oh, it's a... It's a... an emote. So I guess whatever they were doing, it involved some sort of service to a deer. Do the emotes even have, descriptions on them? Yes, it does. Although they are very, very disappointing. Pledge of devotion to Exit Garden. Yeah, they're nothing. Okay, so... total waste of time. Hey. Hello. Naughty lady. Mm-mm. No, sir. Okay. Now, where was I hearing that walking? Can I go up there somehow? Doesn't look that way. Hello. This is another fun little interaction with the Umbral. If an enemy decides... Yeah, that's what I was hearing. If an enemy decides that it's going to attack you... Okay. And it's in Umbral, then it's just going to attack you. There's not much you can do about it. I think what I'm hearing is actually that big menacing enemy. That looks like an open window. Maybe I can actually get in there somehow. It could be that, no, wrong one. There we go. A vessel route. What the hell's that? Vessel route. Is that like an item, or... This is always... There are too many items in these games. You guys ever think that? Like, do people actually use all this fucking shit? Wither salts, frostbite salts, poison salts, bleed cure, poison cure, ignite cure, burn resistance, balm, burn cure, smite cure. Holy wards, fire wards. God, there are too many items. Okay, it's a ring. You say so. We'll find it. We'll find it one day. I think it's this. Yes, okay. A ring, deceptively innocuous in appearance, increases maximum mana. The root from which this ring is made was harvested from an incredibly rare species of tree found only in the deepest forests of eastern Nihal. Okay, that means absolutely nothing to me. But good for it, I guess. Hello? Oh, it's gonna turn away. Okay. See this? This is another Lords of the Fallenism. You're probably going to need the lantern to get through here. The moment that I erase this lantern to go through here, I'm probably going to get attacked by something. What? I didn't... I swear to you, I did not know that was going to happen. I was just making a random guess. I had no idea someone was going to kick a fucking barrel at me. That guy has been sitting here for years behind that barrel just waiting for someone to show up. He's been eating all the food out of that barrel the whole time. Certainly hope someone comes through soon. I ran out of Snickers bars. This is a Snickers bar barrel. What did I just pick up? Javelin, javelin. Where are the javelins? Where are the javelins? Oh. Now that's all. They have to be on this page, don't they? I thought javelins were a type of... No, wait. Javelins are like a hand item, aren't they? Yeah, here it is. Banner javelin of protection. I must have just missed it. It must be in the... I must be looking right at it. Oh, there it is, Okay. Yep, here you go. Banner javelin, which provides healing to both those who use it and their allies, can be thrown or placed in the ground. Yeah, there's a type of throwable item in this game that is basically an AoE buff. Which is pretty cool. I like the idea. I don't really see people use them, though. Because honestly, the way this game works is you're typically not fighting in the midst of an area like that. It's more just something that you plant on the ground to recover. And then once it's done, you just leave it. It'd be different if you could, like, pick up the javelin and take it with you. Or if the AoE was just much, much bigger. Yeah, I don't really see people use them, especially since the ammo cost on them is so high. Over time, the teachings of George Cleric gradually placed an even greater emphasis on the importance of blood and its connection to radiant magic than the Church of Orion Radiance ever had. The importance of blood. That sounds kind of sinister, but if you say so. Also, yes, it does sound like a really obnoxious design philosophy. And that's one of the main sources of contention people have with this game. Is even though the individual enemies themselves are more or less fair, like they're all very slow, they don't really do anything that's like unfair, they don't input read or anything like that. It's not Elden Ring. Like even dealing with this guy, pretty easy. Not a big deal, right? But their way of dealing with that problem was just spawning in shit tons of enemies. Another Mornstead sword. So whenever you go around a corner, there typically is an enemy waiting to hit you from behind. If you see an enemy in front of you, there's always going to be like 2 or 3 on the sides. They always do that. And I've seen someone else say this, and I agree with it. The problem this game has is that it does it all the time. Also, I'm going to go ahead and plant my seed here. There. Grab this. Oh, this is where the lump hammer is. I got the enhanced lump hammer so incredibly early that I just never questioned where the normal one is. What is going on? Did you guys see that? What the fuck? What is happening right there? What is that? Is there like a camera autocorrect in this game or something? Where would that be? Controls, maybe. No? This controller, auto change target. Grievous strike, performing a stab. Wait, lock on mode. Precision, enemies that are closer to the center of the screen. Yeah, this is the new thing that they added. Enemies closest to the player. God, there's so many of them. Dynamic priors enemies that are closer to the center of the screen without limits. Legacy's original lock-on system for the game's launch, which is terrible. So it would be... I guess proximity, wouldn't it? I think proximity would probably be... Okay, camera position, camera signal sensitivity... Camera shake, turn that shit off. Never even knew that was on. No. Tutorials, it's fine. Subtitles on, subtitle size. Language default. Yeah, I don't see anything related to that. What exactly... What is this? There's something about this particular area where the camera flips out, because all I'm doing is just holding forward. Okay, that part was fine. Let's walk near this thing. That was fine. That was fine. It stopped doing it. Okay, I guess it's fine now. Whatever its bug was that it got it got over. It got over it real fast, I guess. Whatever mystery that was. I don't know, I thought it might have something to do with my controller, but it's never done something like that before. I've also noticed that the character sometimes, if you like reverse direction, sometimes you'll see that the character is actually running in reverse. So I assumed it had something to do with the video game. Being mysterious. Okay. Now that we have done that, I can do whatever the hell this is. Oh, there's nothing here. Oh, wait. Oh, I was supposed to do it over there. Wherever there is. How do I get over there? Can I lock onto this from here? I don't think so. I might actually have to fall down. Maybe that's what it wants me to do. Go all the way to the bottom and then... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What? Oh, it's one of those stupid things. I don't give a shit. You can chase me if you want. Oh, I also forgot about this. This is something important. Saint. Oh, that is important. Saintly quintessence. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That takes care of that. Out of the way, dorks. Yeah, that's right, I called you dorks. How's that feel? I like the little squeaky noise it makes when it's in pain. This kind of a... Do you think that's a primal thing that humans have? Where, like in modern culture, if you ask someone, is there anything that if you heard it in pain, it would bring you joy? Most people would say, oh no, that would be wrong, that would be immoral. What an awful thing. With video games, you can do that. Like, what are these stupid little horrid monsters squeals in agony? Then you can legitimately go good. And feel nothing but joy. Let's try it. There we go. Oh, I never knew about this stuff up here. Guys, come on. Can I not get through a single area without you headstring me? What is this? Rushing gaze. I don't know what you are, because the game does not tell you. It will at least let you know that something is new, although there was a bug for like weeks where it marked everything as being new all the time. What is it? What is it? I don't know what it was. It's not that. Not one of these. I'm gonna sneeze. Was it a spell? Yeah. Excuse me. Ugh. Was it a spell? No, it wasn't a spell. It wasn't armor. Doesn't seem to have been anything here. I don't know what it was. Another Souls game problem. Oh, whatever. It was something. We'll figure it out one day. Okay, now how do we get over here? There's a wall here, so I can't actually just jump. Yeah, there's hardiness, authority, rage. Hardiness increases defense and resistance. This damages nearby enemies. I like the idea of shouts, sort of. Not Skyrim shouts, where they're, you know, just spells, but they say, oh, you're shouting. So, yeah, like actual shouts. And rage increases damage. Okay. Yeah, I've seen someone using both of these at the same time. Hmm? Oh, the stream went down? Really? OBS didn't pick up anything at all. It must have been on Twitch's end. That's unfortunate. What time is it? 12:40. Okay. Well, let's try to get through this area before Twitch can do something else that it regrets. But yeah, I didn't even notice. And that's why we shoot those guys from a distance, because they're going to be assholes about it. Haha. He makes a silly face when he die. Silly man. Oh god, that feels good. Seeing them with those stupid invincibility orbs. That's another problem this game has. Like the little invincibility orb things, I complained about this last time. But the fact that they... Really? The fact that they knew some of the encounters have to be more unfair for them to be challenging, so let's just make them invincible. Like, damage, it just doesn't work. Damage doesn't work against them. Shut up. So let's make it so that they always are 100% damage and vulnerable until you bring out your dumb little lantern and you shine it on them for a specific amount of seconds, making yourself vulnerable, and you have to do it within a very small range. Like, that's just one example. Not yet. Not yet, actually. I won't put that there just yet. Because I might still use the other one. Actually, no, this is it, I guess. Yeah, because this is the only thing that I need. Oh, wait. Grab you. A ripped, chipped rune table. Oh, this is one of the things that, Sparky needs. Hmm? Oh, it really is? Twitch is still doing it?
Honored nobles and fellow visionaries, you placed your trust in me. And did I not deliver on all of my promises? Your coffers overflow. Your influence has never been
Did it a
greater,
second ago.
and your
That's not good.
every little desire and indulgence are fulfilled. As you deserve, as it should be. And while there are those
I was going to end probably like 30 minutes from now, but this is good enough. Because I just reached like a threshold where there's nothing else going on in this area. You see, we already did this. And both of these areas link back right here. Yeah, we're good. I could grab this. Here. Look at that. Small delirium fragment. Happy about that? Now you'll know what it was. Yeah, I've got my eye out for you. Okay. I don't feel like this is a particularly great stream, but that was just because I'm like, bleh, right now. Wish we all had blah days. I feel like I have more of them than most, though. I'll send you guys over to Yoshi. You can say hi to Yoshi. She's apparently playing Legend of Zelda something. I hope it's Ocarina of Time. Maybe. Because that's another thing I was going to do in the future. Maybe hang out with someone and play multiplayer Ocarina of Time. That might be fun. Okay, but anyways. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Head over there. And I will probably continue streaming Courage the Cowardly Dog later tonight on Discord. So type !Discord if you don't have my Discord. And there it will prompt you and ask you in the Channels and Roles channel if you want to be alerted whenever I do those streams.